What's up with you? For today's video, we've been full Espurr evolution teams. We got Espurr, we got Meowstic male and Meowstic female. So I'll be using 2 Espurr, 2 Meowstic male and 2 Meowstic female. I've got the abilities here as Own Tempo, Keen Eye, Infiltrator, Competitive, and Prankster. So lots of cool abilities to work with here today. I'll be covering every single ability and coming up with some cool movesets. I've got 2 battles today with the Espurr Evolution team, and let's get into it. Now, I will say today I'm very, very tired at the moment. I haven't slept for a very long time, so if I make any narration mistakes, don't go easy on me, all right? Go easy on me. All right, first battle here. This is against Amora, and we've got a Jellicent lead. I'm going to go ahead and lead with my Espurr. Now, this Espurr was a pretty cool set. It was a physical set. So we got Psych Up, Swagger, Play Rough, and Zen Headbutt. Ability is going to be Own Tempo, and the item is going to be Focus Sash. I've got Max Speed and Max Attack Jolly Nature. So the idea is to get the Swagger boost on the opponent, and then go for the Psych Up and copy the stats and start spamming Zen Headbutt. Now, fortunately, enough for me. I was actually outspeeding Jellicent until it set up the trick room. Now, question of the day, is there anyone out there that really likes Espurr or Meowstic? Let me know in the comment section of the video. I think they're pretty cool Pokemon, and maybe if you don't like Espurr or Meowstic, what cat-like Pokemon or feline Pokemon do you like the best? Let me know in the comment section below. Always like to hear your feedback. And if you enjoy the videos, people, drop a like on there. Really does help me out and the channel too. Okay, so we're getting back to this match up here with the Jellicent and the Espurr. It's going to be hitting itself in confusion and allowing me to get a Zen Headbutt off. Jellicent's got leftovers, which is going to make my life not very fun because I'm going to have to go for another 2 Zen Headbutts, and I hope hopefully I can get these Zen Headbutts and actually land instead of miss. Now, Will-O-Wisp actually missed, which is really, really good, and Bubbles gets critted by the next Zen Headbutt. The then Cursed Body landed on my Espurr's last attack, so now I can't use Zen Headbutt unless I Dynamax the Espurr, which I gotta be real, I was actually contemplating doing that. I could even get the Psychic Terrain up. Now, the Jellicent actually had the Pain Split hidden here, and I missed him Play Rough. Come on! And now Jellicent's gonna get some more leftover recovery. So I was very, very close to taking out a Jellicent there with my Espurr. So I went for Play Rough again. This time it's gonna land. It's really not doing the greatest damage in the world there. I really need to land another, I need to land that previous Play Rough before. That would have been quite helpful. Anyway, the Jellicent is now going to be setting up another Trick Room, so it's got the speed advantage over Espurr, and now it's going to be able to place the Will-O-Wisp on Espurr and burn it. So this is very, very bad. Now, the only good thing I can try and do here is maybe go for a Swagger in. So at the moment, Jellicent's got +4 in attack. If I go Psych Up again, I'll recopy those stats and give it +4 in attack. So it'll get a lot more in attack, even though I'm still burned. So it'll probably do kind of similar damage. So I need some more attack boost there, obviously. So Espurr's going to get hit by its burn here. Now, unfortunately, Jellicent is actually going to be swapping out here and going into another Pokemon. So there goes my chances of beating that with Espurr. And we got Tomato coming in here. Has anyone ever eaten a tomato that looks like Pinchurcha? Like, you bite into it, the spikes just go straight into your gum. Feels so good right there, man. You gotta chuck that tomato in the bin. I actually really like tomatoes. Does anyone like tomatoes as much as me, right? This is what I do with them. So you know how you eat an apple, right? I grab a tomato and I eat it like an apple. That's how much I like tomatoes. They're really, really nice. I don't know, am I like really a strange sort of person that only does that? Let me know in the comments. Does anyone else do that? Next Pokemon, that's the end of Espurr, by the way. We got a Rising Voltage, something else is rising, from a Rising Voltage Tomato. So I've got this Future Sight, Trick, Protect, and Psychic Terrain set on Meowstic female. It's pretty cool. It's going to go for a Scald here. Scald is going to burn me as well, man. I'm getting burned a lot in this battle. I'm getting roasted heaps. So go for Future Sight on the Pinchurcha. So I've got Psychic Terrain. I don't actually want to get rid of the Electric Terrain just yet. What I'm thinking about doing is going for the Psychic Terrain on the very last turn, just before the Future Sight land. What the hell? Someone's crawling up my leg. All right. It's like this weird looking ant. It's got like a brown on the back of it. Oh no, welcome to Australia, people. There's an ant crawling up my leg. It must have been going after the tomato. Anyway, back to the battle here. We got the Psychic Terrain on the field, and we're going to Rising Voltage from the Pinchurcha. That's actually going to power down Rising Voltage with no Electric Terrain in the field, allowing me to get some big damage off there with the future sight. It doesn't take Pinchurchin up, it does a lot. So just before I'm fading, I'm going to go for another future sight here. The EV spread on this was, we've got max special attack and max speed, modest nature. Item is going to be ring target. So say if I come across a dark type Pokemon, we slide him a ring target and we're good as gold. Next Pokemon is Meowstic Male here. They've actually really got nice shinies, that nice fresh goldy yellow color. This is a physical set. Let's have a look at these EVs right here. So we've got Power Up Punch, Z Headbutt, Tail Slap, and Fake Out. We've got King's Rock as the item, Infiltrator as the ability, max attack and max speed, Adam and Nature. So pretty cool looking set there. Oh, the Meowstic female was a competitive set as well, competitive ability. So out comes Sea Pickles. They're trying to roast me with pickles and that sort of thing because you know, everyone knows how much I absolutely love pickles. So this Lileep or any Everlight Lileep is very, very bulky. So I was thinking here I could use Power Up Punch a couple of times, boost up on this, and I've still got that Future Sight coming in too. But judging on the damage that I did to it, it really is like a tanky set. Now the Lileep's going to be swapped out. The Sea Pickle's going to go. Thank goodness. I don't like those pickles. And in comes the Jellicent. I'm going to be hitting that with a Zen Headbutt, and that is the end of Bubbles finally. I've got a crit. I don't think that actually mattered. However, the Cursed Body is going to activate again on my Zen Headbutt, so that's a little bit salty there. Now, the Psychic Drain is going to disappear from the field there, and the next Pokemon to come in, it's not going to be Sea Pickles, it's going to be Sea Biscuit. I like Draugr. It's a really, really cool Pokemon. I hope we get to use that again in Gen 9. I think one of my favorite Draugr sets was I did this really cool camouflage facade adaptability set. It was really, really cool. I actually quite missed that move, camouflage. That's cool. Anyway, so we got the Sea Biscuit setting up the rain there. The rain is pouring. And I've got this Espurr, which is a Calm Mind. Oh, the rain is pouring. The Espurr is snoring because it's got rest. Man, I was a little bit slow on that one. So, wait, what the heck happened to the background there? Did you see that? Like, did you even say, I went for a Calm Mind, and there was, this weird cloudiness. That was really weird. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Maybe I haven't noticed. Anyway, we're going to be having a flip turn from the Draugr. It's a physical set, which is really cool. And that's going to be swapping out and going into Davy Jones, which is the Omastar. It's going to go for a Shell Smash. Okay, it's a sweeping set. Something has to happen here. So this Espurr, you wouldn't read about it. It's a pretty bulky set, right? We got Keen Eyes with the Everlight, max health, max defense, and I've got Calm Mind, Side Shock, and Rest Sleep Talk. So here comes a Side Shock on the Omastar. Excellent damage there. Very, very good damage. I got a critical hit too, so I was really happy about that. Now, Omastar's going to go for a Crunchy. Normally, Espurr would have fainted any day of the week, but this is Pip Knight's Espurr build, and we don't faint too easy. So we're going to be going for another Side Shock, and that is the end of the Omastas. That was awesome. So a physical Omastas, pretty cool there. I like to use physical set. It's just a little bit different for the generic special one. Next Pokemon is going to be Squishy, which is Gastron. I'm going to be outspeeding and go for another Side Shock here. Side Shock does pretty good damage. Gastron is kind of bulky. Now, I actually was thinking about going for a Rest or a Calm Mind there, but I'm glad I didn't because, Gastron went for a scummy Clear Smoke and got rid of all my Snap Boosts. I'm like, man, you know what? There's no point sending up Calm Minds here. I'm not going to stall against this Gastron because I'm not going to do much damage anyway. I'm just going to do as much as I can and let it faint there. Espurr pretty much did its job. So Surf is up for a little Espurr. It's going to get washed away, but it did a pretty nice job there. So I'm happy with little Espurr there. It actually, it's surprising bulk on defensive Espurr. Next Pokemon is Meowstic Male. This is a pretty troll set. So we've got Trick, Mean Look, Torment, and Swagger. I've got Choice Scarf and Prankster as the ability, and item is Choice Scarf. We've got Max Health and Max Defense. So what I did, right, you wouldn't read about it. I went for the Trick and I got an Assault Vest. I was like, come on. So the idea is to trap the opponent and then make them struggle. But since I've got Assault Vest, I'm going to automatically struggle. You wouldn't read about it. So I anti-trolled myself. Man, that was so bad luck there. So Meowstic can't do anything. All it's doing there is just struggling. So it's an absolute disaster, people. Here comes another Earthbound, but yeah, Meowstic's going to faint to the struggle there, man. I'm salty about that. Out of all the items to get, I got Assault Vest. Man, it is what it is, right? So bye-bye Meowstic. Faint to the salty rage there. Now, I've got two more Pokemon here. I've got A Meowstic, yeah, the Meowstic male here from earlier on. This is the power-ups that I punched it. It actually worked quite good. So go for the fake out, clapping them squishy cheeks there, if you know what I'm saying. And now I can go for another power-up punch, and then I could possibly go for like maybe another one. I was like, maybe I should go for a Zen headbutt afterwards. You know, power-up punch didn't do a lot. And I got a flinch on power-up punch. Like, man, that was really, really lucky there. So here comes the Zen headbutt, and that is the end of Squishy. I was meant to go for like the tail slap, you know, with King's Rock. All that I know, like fake out, obviously flinched already, and so did Zen headbutt. So it was mainly based around tail slap and power up punch. So here comes the Sea Pickle here. I think they might go for a cover, but I got a flinch. I was like, man, that was really, really lucky. Now, I don't really know what sort of moveset this is. Like, I'm thinking it's like some sort of bulky set, and I think I was definitely lucky to get around that Lily. It could be a very bulky Pokemon. If it had something like Acid Armor, that would have been bad. So here comes Drowgy. We've got 3 minutes left in this battle here, and this is going to be their Dynamax Pokemon. So I've got one other Pokemon left from this too. Was a I think it's a Meowstic female. Yeah, it's a Meowstic female. So that's like sort of probably my best special sweeping set here. So Dynamax Drowgy. This is a physical set. We've already seen this before. If I do get hit by this move, I think I'm going to get wrecked. So go for Zen Headbutt. Excellent damage there. That was really, really quality. I already know that it's got Life Orb too. Here comes the Max Whirlwind. I want to say that's coming from like Outrage, and they've got adaptability. Yeah, Meowstic is going to get washed there. There's nothing it can even do. So it's got that Life Orb for a little bit of extra damage there. We're going to go into our last Meowstic. This is the Meowstic female. I've got Infiltrator, Nasty Plot, Expanding Force, Dank Pulse, and Energy Ball. I've got the items Weakness Policy, Max Speed, and Max Special Attacker, Timid Nature. So this is probably the more like most competitive set on my team, but some of the other sets actually did like really, really well too. So they sort of did a lot. This one's quite good if you just send it out in Dynamax. You can, you know, sometimes you can get a special attack boost there if it gets hit by a special move. So go for that Dynamax Meowstic there. It sort of looks like it's wearing a little scarf, you know, around its neck. So I'm going to go for the Max Mindstorm here. I am going to outspeed Dragon, which isn't too much of a surprise. And that is the end of the very first battle. But some really, really cool Pokemon sets and Pokemon on my opponent's side of the battle. They're really, really nice. And we're gonna be finishing off here. So I'll be using exactly the same sets here. I actually was thinking about swapping up some of them, but I actually was thinking about doing sometime in the future, doing the evolution teams, maybe swapping a couple up for the second battle, but I decided I'm just going to leave them as it is. So let's get on to battle number 2 here. This is a battle against Milky, I think it is. I don't think that you could pronounce that name any other way. And today we're on the Fairy Field. So we got a double lead here. Now, this was pretty funny. So I started off with the Meowstic. Last time I got trolled harder than you could ever imagine in your lifetime. So I'm going to go for a trick here. I was like, I wonder what item the double has got, right? So I tricked it. And I gave it a Choice Scarf, and I got Heavy Duty Boots, and the double with a Cotton Guard. I was like, yes, that was awesome. So now double is going to be locked into Choice Scarf, Choice Scarf Cotton Guard. I love using Cotton Guard, 300 times. So double's going to salty swap there, and in comes the Gollispod. So Gollispod is this is a threat. So I went for the mean look here in hopes that double would stay in, but they didn't, obviously. And now here comes the first impression for Gollispod. That's the end of Meowstic. So I really need to watch this Pokemon. It's a very, very threatening Pokemon. All I can think of was it's going to feign itself a Life Orb, or I can get a Psychic Terrain up on the field and stop that first impression. So we're going to go into Espurr here, and Swagger misses, like, no! And now Gollispod's going to go for a Liquidation. Liquidation does pretty good damage to me, and I lived on 1 health there, which is incredible. So this is the Focus Sash set, and this is the Focus Sash own tempo set. So I managed to actually get that going. Unfortunately, Gollispod is going to outspeed and finish Espurr off there. So not much I could have done there. I was sort of hoping that a Swagger would land the first turn. Even if it hit itself in confusion, that would have been awesome. So all the damage that has been done to Gollispod is Life Orb damage. So clapping their Gollispod checks, they're not doing a lot of damage. I got to see if I can get maybe a flinch here. So now Gollispod's going to go for Aquajet. They've got plenty of priorities, so they've got Aquajet and First Suppression. Gollispod has now put itself into emergency exit range, and that is going to swap it out. So I guess I've got a brief reprieve there from the Gollispod. Next Pokemon is going to be Sylveon. I'm going to go for the Power Up Punch here, and this was actually pretty funny. So I've got +1 at attack, so I was like, you know what I'm going to do? Let's go for Tail Slap. So I'm going to get a couple of tail slap hits there. I only got 2, which sort of sucks, but then I got a flinch. I was like, man, that was really lucky. So the next one, of course, missed to make up for my 2-hit flinch. And now Sylveon's going to go for a copycat. So it's going to be copycatting my tail slap. I was like, what if this is, what if this is Pixelate Sylveon? Because that's going to get a boost, you know. So I got another 2 hits on tail slap. And now Sylveon's going to do another. It was a front flip there. And it's going to go for the tail slap here. So it's a battle of the tails here. I'm looking at my tails. And I'm looking at Sylveon's tails. Like, man, I've got more tails. I should be able to land tail slap a couple more times. You know what I'm saying? So I go for that tail slap there. I think I've landed 2. I think that's 3 2s in a row. So here comes Sylveon again. It's doing another somersault backflip. And it's going to go for tail slap again. So here's one. I was like, oh no, it's going to beat me, isn't it? And it did beat me. It beat me in my own game there. I had more tails. That doesn't even make sense. Like, Sylveon's got, like, let me have a look, 1 tail or like a little one, a tiny tail there on the end. We're going to go to Meowstic. We're going to go for the future sight. So what I was thinking here, we hit it with the future sight. And get this one going. So, funnily enough, the Sylveon uses Misty Terrain. So, like, okay, that's cool. Maybe it's got Misty Explosion like that. That's going to be bad. So, I thought, oh, I can go for Protect there. That'll be helpful because I can not only stall out my future sight for another turn, I might block an incoming Misty Explosion and it use Hyper Beam instead. I'm like, oh, no, it definitely has Pixelate. You know that it's got Pixelate. So, I went for a double Scumbag Protect and it actually worked, which is amazing. And Hyper Beam is not going to even touch me at all. Not even going to scratch me at all, baby. And here comes the future side, and Sylveon's future is not looking very bright after that. So that's awesome. So double is essentially shut down, which is good. So we got next Pokemon, Aurora. So Aurora's, I say we'll be able to take a future sight, but I should get some good damage with it then. Now, Aurorus is going to go for Hyper Beam again. It's like, oh, it's another Hyper Beaming Pokemon. This is probably coming from, like Refrigerate, and Meowstic actually just managed to lift that one. Only just so. So I went for Protector said, I actually have no idea why I went for Protector. I really have no clue why I went for Protector. I don't know why I went for Protect instead of setting up Psychic Terrain there. So don't ask me. I have no idea why I did that. I think I did this battle about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning there. So I think I may have miscounted the turns on Future Sight. I'd say that was what I would have done because that absolutely made no sense whatsoever. So Meowstic is going to get fainted there by a Giga Impact Hyper Beam Aurorus. What the hell? And now it's going to get hit by the Future Sight. So good damage there. We're going to go into Meowstic Female. That's what I did. I definitely miscounted the turns on Future Sight. I was like, okay, this is the last turn. I'll go for Protect, they're on recharge. It doesn't even matter. But I still got to go for Psychic Terrain, so I've got no idea. So go for the Expanding Force here on Aurorus, and that is going to be enough to take Aurorus out, which is fine. So poor Aurorus, it's... No, it struggles because it's weak to so many things, So next Pokemon is Double. Oh, they just did a dry Baton Pass. I was like, what the heck? So they went for that Choice Scarf Baton Pass. They can't do much with that set. So they've got Cotton Guard Baton Pass. So it must have been like a pure Baton Passing set. So out comes Goodra, which, well, isn't too good. I'm going to go for the extra set. Wait, not the extra set, the... Expanding Force, so both start with E, and then I'm going to go for another Expanding Force here. Gudra's natural bulk on the special side actually allowed it to live that one. So Gudra's going to go for Power Whip here. Power Whip hits for pretty good damage, but Meowstic is not going to be actually fainting there. So I can go for a Dynamax here. I thought I may as well go for Dynamax here because I can actually reset the Psychic Terrain up on the field, and that'll do a lot of damage. And maybe I might be able to activate Weakness Policy. We shall see, And I wanted that Psychic Terrain up on the field so that sneaky Golluspod can't come in and use First Impression, Matter of fact, you won't be able to use Aqua Jet either, so it'll block all its priorities. So it'll be stuck using, Liquidation. So go for the max Mind Storm, and that is the end of Goodra, which is very, very good. So all that's left now is a double that's completely useless with Choice Scarf, a threatening Golluspod, and one other Pokemon. So, of course, they're going to set out their double here because they're going to try and stall out my Dynamax, and double has got Protect. So they've got Protect, Cotton Guard, and Baton Pass. I like how Meowstic is looking down at that double, and then I like how its eyes go really bright yellow as well, using that Psychic move. So Double's going to try and go for a double Scumbag Protect there, a Pimp Knight Classic Special, and unfortunately it is not going to actually work there, and Double is going to get fainted, so this is excellent. Not that Double was really providing any sort of a challenge there after I actually tricked that Choice Scarf to it. So other Pokemon here is going to be Serena, and that is the end of my Meowstic's Dynamax. So I'm assuming either either Golluspot or Serena's going to be Dynamax, and my question got, it got very, very quickly answered here. So just having a look at my team, I'm thinking, well, I'm not sure what sort of set this is going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be a physical Serena, but you never know, people. This is Pete Knight's channel after all. So, man, look at them legs. Imagine if Serena, like, when you have a look at, man, imagine getting stepped on by those legs. Like, damn. All right, anyway, I actually versus Serena the other day, and it was called Step On Me. I'm not joking. I'm like, man, people are into some crazy shit. So we got the Max Overgrowth there coming out of the, I'm not sure where it came out of actually, and Meowstic is going to be fighting, so that's going to put the grassy terrain on the field. So all I've got left is my little Espurr. Now this is my bulky defensive Espurr, so it's like, well, I don't really know how well I'm going to take these moves, you know, like, I mean, I do have max health and max defense. I'm guessing it's a physical set. And they've got the grassy terrain too, so it's going to be doing like a lot of damage. And, you know, it's still in Dynamax too. So out comes the little Espurr. I've actually done an Espurr sweep before. I did like a level 1 Espurr sweep. So if you like Espurr, make sure you check that out. It's quite a fairly old video. So now we got a, that's coming from Triple Axle. So Triple Axle, they're going to put the Hail on the field. I guess they're going to try and get more damage on my Espurr, considering it's my last Pokemon. And I just went for a Calm Mind there, because I need to boost my stats, like, drastically, you know. I'm not going to do hardly any damage with Psyshock at all. So boosting my, my special attack and special defense here, I'm going to get spanked there by the Hail. And then Serena's going to get healed by the Grass. And then it's also got leftovers too, so it's got like a double healing, which is, that's kind of bad there. Espurr's also going to get some healing as well. Now Serena is going to go for a Max Knuckle. They're trying to boost her attack. I'm guessing high jump kick, assuming like that. Something like that. So now it's got a +1 in attack. So like, okay, the grass move after Dynamax is going to be hitting me very, very hard, you know. So go for another. Looks so weird when you use Calm Mind. I think it's because when you use Calm Mind during weather, it does like this really weird screen. So it did one with the rain, and then it did one with the hail. So I don't know, I don't know what was going on there when they, designed that. So Serena's going to get hit by the hail, healed by the leftovers, and then healed by the grassy terrain, and then Espurr's going to get hit by the hail, and then healed by the grassy terrain. So lots of little animations going on here. So that is the end of Serena's Dynamax here. I just went for a Psyshock. So the grass move Serena's got is Solar Blaze. Like, I don't think they don't have power because they've got the leftovers. So I was like, okay, no wonder. So here comes the Psyshock. It was almost just enough to take it out. I was like, okay, that's GG right there. You know, I tried my best. We've got the Espurr getting hit by the hail here, and Serena has got it's got +1 now, and it's got the grassy terrain on the field too. So I think it's all over for my little Espurr here. Plus there is a Golluspot in the back too, but I still went over half health. So like, okay, let's see what happens. So here comes the Solar Blade. It is a 2-turn move here. Here it comes. And Espurr's looking at it, and it lived it so well. I was like, wow, that must have been like a bulky Serena set with no attack even. So like everything invested in bulk. So Serena is going to be fighting there. Who would have thought I would have lived that? And now I'm going to get hit by the hail. Now this was pretty funny. So the last Pokemon on their team, we got 69 seconds left of the battle here, is Golluspot. So like, okay, well, they're going to go for a first impression here. They went for the Aqua Jet, and Aqua Jet failed to take me out. They should have gone for first impression. Espurr's going to go for a rest here, and I'm going to get all of my health back. So we're like 30 seconds out of the game. So now, since one turn has passed, they can't use first impression because you can only use that the first turn. So they completely underestimated the Espurr's Bolt there. So Espurr's going to be sleeping. I just went for Sleep Talk. It was the last move I could, even use here. I was hoping for a Psyshock, but I got a classic rest there. Golluspot's going to have to go for a Liquidation here because I think it's got like all priority moves. And Liquidation is not going to do enough damage, and they should have won that. They should have gone for the first impression. But that's it, people. Milky's feeling a little bit salty there, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.